50 points from 22 played, one less than Manchester United, Leicester and Liverpool. And those were the teams that we said were in it. All the reaction and more that we can squeeze from Anfield we'll share with you, so don't stray. And then on the back of that, Sheffield United entertain Chelsea. It kicks off at 22:15 Mecca. It's on HD5 if you... That doesn't need words.
No. Can we just embrace this moment and just look at this? And let me sit here with a big smile on my face.
You can embrace this moment if you like. There are others, and not too far from where we sit, Andy, that are not particularly happy at all about what's happened this afternoon, but would concede...
Are you talking about
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying
about
others.
who you're talking
not
about?
too far. We're surrounded by Liverpool fans.
I'm totally neutral.
And in this part of the world particularly, Liverpool will get a more than fair...
Very well-supported team in this part of the world. Yes,
so
absolutely.
you sit there and be smug if you like. Well, you don't have to say anything. We'll just look at you for a minute if you like.
You could just put the camera on my face and just let me enjoy that beautiful smile of mine. You see that Colgate smile here.
Other well-known toothpastes are available.
Exactly.
Various outlets. Yes.
That was stunning second half, wasn't it?
It was stunning, yeah. I mean, Andy already predicted it as well. We're going to see a better second half, and to be honest, it started off well. And what he said as well during the second half and the start of the second half, this goal just needs this game just needs a goal, just to break that deadlock. And it exactly happened. City was on the brink of scoring before the 1-0, and they did eventually. And of course, what happened after we all seen. But I think overall it was a great second half by City, and I think it deserved winning of this.
Let's remind ourselves that they had the opportunity from the penalty spot to open the scoring first half. Had they done, 5 would look a whole lot worse than 4, and that's bad enough. No debate about the award.
There's a couple of things for me, and watch the first goal, or what I think it's the first goal. The way that Raheem Sterling goes past Trent Alexander-Arnold, allegedly one of the best fullbacks in world football, as if he's not there.
No.
Right, he goes past him there. Keep your eye. I'll show you the second goal, or the first or second goal it was. He does the same. But there's no doubt it's a penalty. Fabinho hangs that trailing leg, if you like, out there. He never argued. But this was, wow.
Yeah. This is a poor penalty. Very poor penalty. And the whole setup, before kicking the ball was... What we said, it was like taking a corner or a free kick.
Yeah.
Try to bend it towards him.
It looked like that, didn't it?
Well, it was all quickly forgotten and forgiven when he did score. But the point you were making, Andy, about Liverpool's right full-back is a good one.
Do you know what?
Because it's evident here as well.
You see, having skipped past them in the first half there, watch this.
No, the clearance first, eh?
Yeah, the clearance was a poor one.
Okay, look at that. And this one as well.
He's not there. I mean, he goes past them.
Like he's not even there.
Like he's not there.
No. I mean, that says a lot. That body language of Trent Alexander says a lot about the confidence that he's playing under right now. Because normally, if you have a 1-against-1 situation right here, and that's a right-footed guy, you take him with the inside, you let him come over his leg. Because you know that his left foot is the weakest foot. I
did say to both of you a couple of weeks ago, I didn't think either of the fullbacks were in particularly good form, and I got shot down. But
no.
I stand by it. I don't think they are.
That's different. That's not great. Raheem's predominantly right-footed. He does anyway. He plays with him for England. You know that 9 times out of 10 he wants to come on the inside.
Yeah.
He should know that more than anybody. But I have to say in this, Phil Foden, what a game he's had. He's the one who had the shot there that was one save the goalkeeper was unlucky.
Right, let me ask you now, at 1-0, right, 4 minutes into the second half, why didn't Klopp there say, OK, as it turned out they did, we might as well lose 3 or 4, I'm going to change it here, I want to put Henderson into the midfield, we're getting overrun, I want some energy, I want some legs, I'm going back to what I know best, and I'll bring Nat Phillips on, who can play for the next 40 minutes. Would that not have been a sensible route to go?
It was an option. It was an option.
Of course it's an option, but at that stage and this point, he feels like this team is still in it. And you got to understand also, the change that they made on the midfield is they dropped Wijnaldum as a defensive midfielder and put Thiago a little bit more up and let him sit as a more creative player. So he made a change already inside of his team, his current team that was already
he made
on
the
the
double
pitch.
change, didn't he?
And then, yeah, but that was after the what was it? The 1-1 or it was the 2-1. So he made a double change after. But at
what
that
you're
stage,
saying in his starting lineup,
in his starting lineup, he changed the position with Thiago and Wijnaldum was already on.
Thiago is. I said this the other week again. Wonderful player, not for Liverpool. Ever since he's arrived, Liverpool's whole approach to the game has changed.
No, you're not blaming him for what went on later, are you?
No, I'm saying that he changes the energy and the intensity of the team. He's different to what Henderson is.
No, but
he's
never played in a Liverpool side that's at its best, has got all its players in it.
But what's he going to add?
Has he?
When Liverpool are at their best, he's going to get blown away. He's not going to see the ball, is it?
No, of course he has.
And Henderson's rattling into people.
Richard, he's played at the top level for years.
But different.
At the highest level.
He's played for Guardiola's teams.
How does matter?
Tippy-tappy teams. He's played for nice teams.
Guardiola's team.
Yeah.
What happened today?
He's not playing.
What happened today for Guardiola's team? 4-1. So you can't say that. And of course, Thiago, he's a quality player, and what Andy has said as well. And
of course, he's a quality player.
No, but
he changes Liverpool for me adversely.
No, right, well, maybe Liverpool need changing.
And it's also, it has to do to the fact that you're lacking personnel. Do you really think that Klopp wants to put Henderson as a central defender? No, because he doesn't have the personnel. So at the end of the day, if everybody is fit, Thiago will play, but he will play higher up. He will play like a Naby Keita. You know, in that kind of role, like a number 8, and put Henderson as a defensive midfielder. But he can't do that now because he doesn't have the personnel to put somebody in that central defender role that he can trust and that have the experience.
I think
because he got the loss of
until he starts playing in the team where Van Dijk and Gomez and all the selections are available. I think that it's early. It's early for me to judge and blame it purely on the fact that he changes what they do.
Just look at them and they're...
Richard, I think you look at every player in that team. You touched on the 2 fullbacks, for instance, right? For 2 years, glorious, both of them. Glorious, right? Not quite at it. It happens. They're human beings. It happens. You know, you look at the front 3. The front 3 today were a pale shadow of themselves. Unrecognisable tonight.
Because they weren't getting service or because they were poor in general?
Listen,
both.
If you win, you do it together. If you lose, you do it together as well. And you have to look for the failure as a collective. This is not due to one player that comes in from a different kind of team and sets up the system in a different way. This is a collective failure. So if you look at all the lines in a system, from defense to midfield to attack, they've been all being poorly, you know, especially this game, but for the last couple of weeks.
So much still to talk about. Let's have a look at the equaliser, because Liverpool were in it for a short time. 2 questions. 1, why is there not a red shown? 2, I've got to be consistent and say, yes, there was an offence, but my goodness, Salah made the most of it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did make the most of it. Of course he did. Well, listen, this is a gift, and a night when gifts were aplenty, right? This was the first of the night. Unlike Diaz, yes. But you know, as soon as he feels the hand coming on his shoulder, Salah, and he sees John Stones coming round, that's the key to yellow, not red.
Right.
The fact that John Stones is coming round quickly.
So it's not a denial because Stones is there.
No, because Stones is there.
Right.
Right, so not denying a clear and obvious goal-scoring option. But watch, the hand goes on the shoulder there. Is that enough to pull him down to that? No, he makes it theatrical, but it's a penalty.
It's a penalty, yeah. It's a clear penalty, definitely. And it was unnecessary, and that's what we said as well, on Diaz-like as well.
He could have stayed on his feet, couldn't he?
No, but
you know he could have stayed on his feet.
No, but you don't need... He could.
He's made that... Look,
He could, but Richard, you got to understand...
If I was watching Fernandes or Martial, I'd batter them. I mean, that's every bit as bad.
Why? Listen, it's
but why? But why? But look at the touch that Salah had there. You know how far that touch was. You know how fast Stones were closing in on Salah to take him away from that goal-scoring opportunity. So he had an option. Okay, could I go to the ground or not?
Really?
Listen, he goes down theatrically. Yes, without a shadow of a doubt.
Wouldn't you do that as well in that situation?
Me?
No, he's putting his left foot through
I'm
that.
smashing
Maybe
up
the
my
wrong
left foot
person.
because I'm not
Maybe the
taking the
wrong
penalty.
person.
You see, I know I'm not taking the penalty.
Maybe the
I'd
wrong
have a
person
goal.
to ask.
But
But
yeah,
I
listen,
think
it's a
90%.
penalty. End of the day, it's a penalty.
90% of the players that are playing now in the Premier League will go down.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Would you expect to fall over like that if you felt a hand on your shoulder?
Oh, yeah, in that situation. Yeah, of course.
Would you?
You know why? Because City got one at the other end. So you will be likely to give one penalty for your side as well in this situation. And so, yeah, it is a penalty. He didn't need to do that. He knew he made an error, Diaz. He just had to kick the ball away the first play.
Yeah, he did.
You know he got to make an error. And of course, here, when you hold him back here in that split second.
I think that's from the top 10 of Salah's best dives.
But is it a clear penalty, yes or no?
No, it's not a clear penalty.
So it's not a
for
clear
me.
penalty?
I think
It's a penalty.
I
It
think
is a
there's an
penalty.
infringement.
I think there's a
An
pen
infringement.
because there's a pen because he
Clear.
grabs his arm. There's a
It's a
pen
clear
because he
penalty,
goes to
Richard.
ground, and the referee's always going to give
It's
it.
a clear
And
penalty.
I don't think City would argue with that.
No, I don't
They would
think
probably be in there
would
saying,
either,
"My
but
goodness,
I
did
have
he
to
go
be
down early?"
consistent. I've had a lot
Did
to
he
say
go down?
about
Yeah, you
United
did.
being awarded penalties of late, and I would have said the same had I been watching them.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Again, back to intensity. Why are Liverpool doing what Manchester City do? And Alisson's getting caught as a result.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
The only place they can score is if the ball's up there.
I don't remember Liverpool doing this too often, or playing like this too often with the ball. I mean, first and foremost, two of the most experienced players. James Milner, who had come on, and Jordan Henderson. They messed about with it up on the left-hand side there for about 3 or 4 passes before they brought the keeper into it. But this is the one here. This is the one.
Still, he had the time to decide what to do with the ball because he had the ball on his feet a good 5 seconds before making this pass. And this is so unlikely of him as well. I mean, he's by far one of the most consistent players on that squad.
I mean, it was a catalogue of errors, Nigel. Even Fabinho's attempted clearance was poor. Now, this one is awful. But let me tell you, take everything out. Watch this kid, Foden.
Yeah.
Accentuate
Fantastic.
the positive.
Yeah.
It was quite magnificent.
Yeah. So
the way he drove between those Jordan Henderson and Robertson. They knew that if they touch him, it's a penalty.
Yeah.
And then picking out Gundogan as he did. Wonderful football from the kid.
He's so slippery as well.
Yeah.
You know, he's so slippery with his left leg as well, left foot of his, and he's an amazing talent. But this is unlikely of Liverpool as well. But that shows you the state that this Liverpool squad is in right now. Yeah. It plays without the confidence that they had last year by winning the title.
Or are they thinking we'll play through Thiago if we keep this ball?
No.
Stop it. You got to stop. You got to stop playing.
No. Psychologically, is there a thought we're going to
Thiago
play?
wasn't involved there.
He wasn't involved.
Of course he's not
they
involved
were not
there.
searching for him.
Normally they'd be at it and that ball would fizz from back to front and it would,
They're not there.
would bypass the midfield.
The team's not there yet. The team's not there.
I didn't have to have done it once. What's he thinking about it? Yeah.
Oh, well, answers on a postcard, please.
This
or answers on an email, because I'm not quite sure what he does here. That's unlike Liverpool. That I don't remember them being guilty of that too often, and that's brilliant from Bernardo Silva.
I mean, I was telling you, Christmas came earlier at Anfield. Really early at Anfield. There's 2 presents there for City. And right at the moment before the mistake, you were still in the game. Even though when they're not playing well, right, Liverpool, they were still into the game.
Yeah, they are.
They were still in the game. And then this happens twice by Becker. And then the game is over.
Is he looking to score?
I don't know, he might have been.
I'm not sure,
I think he sees Raheem Sterling at the back post.
Yeah.
Listen, for all the scoreline suggests it was a romp, and City were the better side by a distance tonight. They looked brighter, they looked sharper. The combination play was much better than Liverpool's. And I've said to you, Richard, I don't remember too many players wearing a Liverpool shirt tonight that I would have given more than 5 out of 10. I don't. I can't think of it. Tell me who played well for Liverpool tonight.
I think only Henderson played steady.
There
Henderson,
you go.
Henderson was the guy who was
centre-back,
steady.
and they conceded 4 goals. I mean, they're just not there for whatever reason. And I'll tell you what I think an ongoing problem might be, and I might get shot down, but I don't care. What's below their best isn't good enough.
No.
Right? I look at that bench, right? Shaqiri. Is he going to make that first lot better? No. Phillips, young kid, we don't know. Nico Williams, kid, we don't know. Zemeckis, who come on as Andy Robertson's understudy, we don't know. Kabak, the new centre-back they brought in. Divock Origi? No. James Milner, 35 years of age? Not really. And Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I lose 4 or 5 players and they have to bring players like that in. I'm not making my side anywhere near as good as they are.
So nobody in the Liverpool jersey better than 5. Phil Foden, I would suggest to you, 11 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh.
How good was the goal?
Oh, fantastic. Unbelievable. I mean, him driving the ball, and that's what I said before as well. He's so slippery with that ball. So when he comes one against you, you know he's going to go for the left leg, but he still go over you. And, you know, the way how he's playing right now, full of confidence, the way how Guardiola is treating him as well in this team, you know, it's just showing off right now. And that resulted in this goal. I mean, great play between the lines from City as well. Having the patience to pick him out. And then this, you know he's going to go inside. Oh, what a screamer. Absolute rocket of a goal. I mean, this was great play, what I said before, between the lines, finding Foden from the side, and then this, 1 against 1, clinical, boom. It's kind of what Salah did at the other end last year.
Watch this angle. Touch, hit,
boom.
All in one. He's not getting the time to take another touch.
Do you think that Becker could do better here because they're going straight at him?
I know they've said that, because it's not that high, Nige. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
You know, if it goes right above him, top corner, then maybe not. But I think when it goes that low, and he's gone down, he's such a huge goalkeeper. I think he maybe could have done better.
Yeah. But it's the speed
he's hit it with great power.
Fantastic.
Watch this. This is brilliant. Watch it. Keep your eye on it. Touch. Boom. One step hit.
He just pulls the trigger straight away.
It's classic.
So
honestly, it's classic.
He doesn't give Robertson the time to set his feet again.
No.
Because he comes inside. So he has to turn from the left outside, the right inside.
So he's destroyed Robertson, whilst on the other side, Sterling
I knew you were going to say that. I knew he was.
On the other side.
No, but what I'm saying is, these are two of the best fullbacks we've seen.
Yeah.
He knows Foden's coming in on his left foot. He knows he's left-footed. He knows he wants to shift it.
Foden's done him before to make the second goal.
Yeah, but that's fair. But what I would have to say, I don't know too many fullbacks that could have stopped Foden there because of how quickly he shifted and hit.
Yeah, precise.
And I don't wish to rub it in for Liverpool fans. It's been a miserable afternoon, but this statistic is doing the rounds on the social media. 68 games, was it, unbeaten? The only 2 teams not to have won at Anfield this year, Manchester United and Liverpool.
That's terrible. They're the champions.
But isn't that remarkable?
Yeah, it is remarkable.
3 consecutive defeats.
You know, this is a team who, when we started back this season, everyone thought that they would be the team to beat. Everyone thought they could retain it, having won it for the first time in 21 years.
Yeah. Longer.
Longer, 27?
31 or something, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah. Okay. 30 years. They could retain it, having waited so long to win it. And I don't think there were many of us who thought, that's got a possibility. But I don't think any of us, and we don't know, I don't know how much the pandemic has got to do with Liverpool's form or other teams' form or whatever, Richard, I really don't. But what I do know, from what I've seen this year, they are way, way down on everything. Now, that they might turn and say to me, well, we've lost Van Dijk, we lost Gomez, we lost Matip. Yeah.
Unlike City, they didn't have a mid-season break either, did they?
You know, so that might be the thing. We lost Jota.
You had to chuckle that in, right? You had to do it.
Phil Foden is waiting to talk to us. Here he is.